All right, everyone, let's dive right into today's episode, Balancing Power, the Hermetic Law of Polarity in Governance. So picture this. Every time you touch your thermostat, you're basically playing with the concept of extremes, heat, and cold, right? Now imagine if your government operated on a similar spectrum, where authority and liberty are, like, constantly battling it out. Too much authority? You've got tyranny. Too much liberty? Hello, anarchy.
Oh wow, that's really interesting. So you're saying that there's this balance we need in governance? But, what does that even look like in real life? Can you give me an example?
Absolutely. History gives us some compelling narratives. Take the Roman Republic, for instance. They had this glorious balance of power, right? But then, they overconcentrated authority, which sparked revolutions. It was like a seesaw that tipped too far, sending the whole thing crashing down.
Ooh, okay, so, when the weight gets too much on one end of the seesaw, it just goes flying. But what about modern democracies? I mean, we're in a totally new world now with tech and everything.
Exactly. Look at today's landscape. We've got corporations wielding massive amounts of data like it's their own currency. It's a bit like the Wild West, where the more data you control, the more power you seem to have. It can get out of hand really fast. We need decentralization, something like blockchain governance, which encourages transparency without tipping us into tyranny.
So, blockchain is this magical tech that can save us all? I mean, how does that actually work? Is it safe? When I hear people talking about cryptocurrencies and stuff, my head spins.
Haha, yes. It's magic in a way. Imagine blockchain as a shared ledger where every transaction is recorded, so there's no single point of failure or control. And it's transparent, kind of like a giant communal diary. You can't erase what's been written, which keeps everyone accountable. But you also have to understand that technology isn't inherently good or bad. It's how we apply it that matters.
That's super fascinating. So if I'm hearing you right, the Hermetic Law of Polarity suggests we need checks on centralized power. Could that lead us toward a more resilient future? I mean, what would that look like?
Precisely. It's a crossroads. One path leads to chaos with unchecked power and surveillance, a landscape reminiscent of a dystopian novel. The other, a society where transparency rules, where citizens maintain oversight, and information isn't just hoarded by the elites. It's as if we're trying to find the right rhythm in music. Too much silence or too many notes can lead to discord.
Wow, I love that music analogy. It's like trying to find the perfect beat. But what do you think happens if we don't master this balance? Are there really dire consequences?
Oh, definitely. Think about it. If we ignore the law of polarity, we risk destabilizing our societies. Nations could crumble under the weight of authoritarianism, or devolve into chaotic anarchy. It's like a pendulum that swings wildly, and without that steady hand to guide it, well, it could swing off into chaos.
Right, so the key takeaway is that balancing power isn't just a political thing. It's a universal principle that we all have to reckon with? That's, mind-blowing.
Exactly. Nations and individuals thrive not by denying extremes, but by embracing and mastering that essential balance. Understanding this can help us make better choices for our future.
Whoa, this is so eye-opening. Can't wait to hear more next time about the Hermetic principle of rhythm.